Hey Virgo, what's going on? Glad to be back with another message. I'm popping in quickly because the day has gotten away from me. Lots of learning happening at this time. And I know everybody else is feeling it too, so I decided to come on here because they had a message for you. What they told me, someone watching this will be taking some type of ski trip. Sounds like Novemberish. They want you to say you are Marie Antoinette. You can have your cake and you can eat it too. They want you to think that way. Hmm. Something that you feel like something that you're trying to force into place right now. It's un. They're laughing about it. I just gotta say, it's unraveling. You need to be reminded of this. You are a witness to the unraveling. Like, you may be somewhere where you see something kind of being dismantled, or you see something not working out the way that it was previously. They don't want you to have a knee-jerk reaction to this. They want you to step back, pull your energy back, and make plans to shift yourself, and quit trying to shift other people. Quit trying to make something fit that no longer fits. Oh, look, Veil of Illusion came out. I didn't even realize. I haven't even pulled cards yet, and this came out. Let me see what it says. Lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authentically. You are being put through a set of experiences that is meant to awaken patterns inside of you that need to be addressed. Although you are maybe getting frustrated with the way things are, or frustrated with the way life is unfolding right now, there is a reason this is happening. And there's going to be a time when you look back on this and you're going to laugh like, my goodness, like, I didn't even realize I was interviewing, or I was working, or I was already practicing, when I was all this time I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to do something, not realizing I'm already doing it. It's just the way that I'm doing it isn't working. And I need to try to look at another way to do it instead of complain about what's not working. So something about, you're going to learn that you're being put through a set of experiences where you are learning patterns that are around you that need to be dismantled and rebuilt. And it's not meant for you to dismantle and rebuild for anyone else. It is just meant for you to dismantle and rebuild for yourself. And oh, I love it when I can feel them breathing me. They've been doing that a lot this week, and I can tell the difference between their breath and mine. But it's different. It's like my energy is getting very sensitive, so I can feel. Thank you. I can feel like the shift when they're starting to breathe me. My lungs expand differently. But they told me, and I have to say this because I'll do the same thing that Esther Hicks does with Abraham. But when you hear her story, she talks about it being like having her toe in a light socket, like a jolt. They told me with me, from now on, since I had a hard journey starting, that they want my journey to get easier and easier and easier. So they've been ascending me step by step to where I don't get the jolt. I just get bliss, and then I raise, and get bliss, and then I raise, and then bliss, and then I raise. So the energy will be, it's being integrated into my body differently than hers because of the way my storyline played out, which is, different, opposite stories. So it's pretty cool. But a lot of streams are doing this right now. So if you find yourself like weirdly taking breaths that you don't normally take, it could be your. They do want me to point out, breathing more from the diaphragm will help a lot of people in meditation. And just so you know, I am going to be doing some Kundalini yoga practices when I have the setup and everything done. Just the breath. Right now, it'll just be the breath work, like techniques to help you release stuff out of your chakras in the moment to help you feel better. Like when your heart gets really tight and stressed, or when your abdomen is all full of butterflies, you'll be able to work through that with some breath techniques that I'm going to bring to the channel from Kundalini Yogas, just so you know. Virgo. Woo wee. All right, you got two more cards? Oh, crystal clarity. Yeah, there we go. Crystal clarity, there we go. I have no idea what it says. Illuminating your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. I know the word is content, but they purposely had me say content as the last word. It's newfound understanding of content, but they want me to say, like, you are going to have a newfound understanding of something profound in your life based on content that you see and absorb. They want you to be mindful about what you're absorbing right now, because everything that you're watching has a purpose. So if like, yes, we want to stay in the lighter positive energies, but I feel like they're also at the same time making you aware of the surrounding things that are kind of in your way. So it's like you are on this path, but you also have to be shown be made aware of what's blocking you at this time. And the things that are blocking you, it's like it's still working for everybody else. So nobody else is going to feel like, if you find yourself getting stressed out and nobody else seems to be getting stressed out around you, or like, why am I always wadded up and everybody else is fine? It's because your energy is sensitive. Your vibration is higher than other people around you. So things that used to not bother you really bother you now, because you're shifting out of that paradigm, out of that timeline. And in order for you to fully shift out of that, they have to make you aware of the things that are in your way. So you may watch videos or hear songs or see movies or whatever, that show you one aspect of what's going on around you, but that does not mean identify with what's going on around you. Just because it's being shown to you does not mean that you need to find a solution for what you're being shown. You're being shown so you're aware, oh gosh, this is happening. This doesn't align with where I'm going. Like, I'm happy on this path. I feel content on this path. This is where I feel good. Like, people that you even used to like die for your phone to light up and see their name, where you just get a big smile. You see it now, and it's annoying. Things like that. So you're going to find that's evidence of you shifting. I don't know. I found this stuff. I love it. I'm not endorsing it. I just got to. It is pretty damn good. Mm. Yeah. So that happened. Let's leave it there. And then we have flames of passion. Let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires they might ignite your journey. That is exactly what I was just saying. Okay. So your path is this way. That's your passion. As you're following your passion, you're pulling yourself out of a really dark environment, out of, dense energies. I wouldn't even say environment, just energies. But for a lot of you, it is your environment. And when you're going this way, this is still trying to come with you, and you are learning to set boundaries so that this stays away. And sometimes the boundaries will be just you disengaging and pulling yourself back a little bit. Sometimes the boundary is you having to speak up and say, hey, this isn't working anymore. Like this isn't fair. This isn't reciprocal. Whatever it is, that's just an example. That's not what I'm talking about in whole. So they want you to be mindful that you're being shown what's blocking you at the same time that you're being shown which direction to go. So that's where the confusion is lying. That it is not meant for you to find solutions to your current environment. If things keep breaking down, conversations, equipment, whatever could break down, cars, that's because you're being shown what doesn't need to be repaired anymore. It needs to break down and die and like let go. Like it's not easy when people transition, but it is, there is a finality to it for human beings because we no longer see them walking this planet. And That's kind of the energy they're giving me, where things are starting to fall apart in your life and get very uncomfortable, because that is the finality to that cycle. It needs to go apart. So they want you to witness, not identify. They're holding my right thumb. It's tingling really bad. It doesn't hurt, but they also are saying there's someone who's losing their mind over you. They know that you have something going on that they feel is advantageous for them, and they want to be a part of that. But somehow it's like they shot themselves in the foot because they decided to play games, or be wishy-washy, or well, reciprocal. Let's go back to that conversation. There wasn't reciprocity, not the way that you want. You have certain desires and needs, and they weren't being met. And it feels like there was someone else where their desires and needs were being met and yours were not. So something had to stop. There was a halt to something. They want you to know that this energy, they're losing their mind. And I'm feeling my brain start to race. So they're saying that this person it's wonder what this, where are they at, and it's just they have 100 different storylines lined up in their head like a fan, and depending on which way they look, that's how they're thinking of you that day. Like, okay, today they're a bitch. Today they're an angel. Today, oh, they're sneaky and they're just trying to get back at me. Oh, I see where they're coming from. It's like every time they look in a different direction, they've got a different view of who you are, and they can't figure you out. So it's making they're showing me the strength card out of the Gregory Scott tarot deck. Let me grab it for you because it's like it's a bunch of barbed wire, and it's all mangled up, and there's an angel coming from the top up here, and the angel's got their hand, and they're about to help, like, unwire, like pull all the barbed wire out of the brain. So that's what that card's about, and that's what they're showing me. Their head, the more they think of you, the more wadded up they get, and the more confused they get. And so it's like it's kind of like a kid. I'm gonna give you an example. Like, we had 3 kids in the back seat of our car growing up. So we hated being in the middle, because whoever was in the middle was like this, and then we'd sit there, and then if it was me in the middle and I have 2 brothers, they're both pushing in on me on purpose, and I'm like, bam, bam, bam. Like, me and my brothers, we were in the back seat, hitting each other, constantly fighting. They won't stop, you know. And that's kind of what I feel like this person is doing, but they're doing it in their mind, and it's like coming out in their actions, and even the way they move is like they're real jerky and kind of all over the place. And they want you to know this person's going to come to you like, what is going on with you? Like, I don't know, I can't figure you out. Like, and they're going to come with a little bit of frustration, but they're really genuinely, they're not frustrated like that. They're more like a little bit scared, because they can't figure you out. They're used to figuring people out in like 5 seconds. They're able to read people well, and they're not able to figure you out. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else? Yes, you one of these. Okay. Don't ask. I sing song through my day all day long. And when somebody tells me it bothers them, I do it more. And usually the people that tell me that it bothers it's my kids. That's why I do it. I reach them on their level. Yeah. Okay, life energy. Okay, it's time to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. This talks about exactly what I said in the beginning of the reading when I was talking about your meditation in that channel. It is oh man, I totally lost it as soon as I was getting ready to say it. Hold on. What the hell was I just going to say? Oh, about circumstances, about you are going through a set of experiences where you need to witness and not identify. And that's what it's saying here. So when it talks about, it's just the wording is different. Reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So these experiences are what's showing you what's in the shadows. And you don't have to go and dig and like try to like, oh, I wonder what my shadows are. Show me my shadows. And then you go out in your day and you have a bad experience and then you're pissed off and then you're cussing out source. Like, and what are they doing? They were showing you your shadow through an experience. Life is your teacher. So don't beat yourself up when these things happen. Like, what is this teaching me? And if you can't figure it out in the moment, that is fine. The answer is going to come. And, you know, it feels like almost like you're going to have to go through a set of experiences over this next week where you get wadded up, you get confused, you get a little, and then boom, breakthrough. It's like a process that you're going through emotionally, but you're not realizing the phases of the emotions. Wisdom and wait for winter. Didn't I say something about someone going skiing? I did. Let's look at the winter card. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. All right, there's something about the gift that keeps on giving. They're saying there's going to be a domino effect of blessings coming your way. And the more excited you get about each blessing, the more amped up the manifestations are going to get, the bigger they're going to get, the bigger they're going to get, the bigger they're going to get, the big. I'm sorry. But you get it, right? They're going to get huge. And it's something about you're going to have so much that you're going to be like, how am I going to take care of all of this? Like, how do I take care of all this? So something about you learning to be organized now is vitally important because you want all these blessings to pour into you, but you can't even manage what you have already. You need to manage what you have already before you go fill up a whole house full of new stuff because you manifested all of this new stuff, including a partner, including your partner's stuff. You need to be organized, and there's something about this next leg of your life needs to go smoothly, smooth sailing. You are supposed to just, from this point on, you're not supposed to get beat up, go back, get beat up. You're going through a phase of healing right now. But September, October, November, December, every month is going to be a gift that keeps on giving. But you have to work through the evidence of your vibration right now. The evidence of your vibration is what you're seeing in your environment. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky, and I'm going to explain how this has helped me. So your environment will be the last thing to change. And I'm just going to say you want to move because I'm looking around thinking I want to move. So let's use that as an example. I want to get out of this environment. In order for me to get out of this environment, I have to show that I can handle everything in my environment currently. At the same time that I'm working on my vibration and I'm raising my vibration, I'm being shown the things that are, in my way that I need to either work through or address to make this environment work. So I'm learning how to set healthy boundaries. I'm learning how to organize. I'm learning new skills. I'm taking classes. I'm managing my children. I'm starting a business. I'm writing a book. I'm doing all the shopping. I got sports. All of these different hats. Everybody has these same different hats. It is important for you to realize that this busy schedule is going to be a way of life for you. You want these blessings. These blessings are going to come with responsibilities. These blessings require you to be responsible and show that you can hold back and reserve and have regard for your finances. Only spending on your needs and then your wants. And, you do need to have blessings here and there, but there's something about the way the money's being spent is a big problem right now. You've got to fix how you're spending your money. Don't be afraid to take charge of your finances. They want you to look at it, create a spreadsheet, list out all of your expenses, list out the money that's coming in, list out how much you need to save to the side, list out all of the bills when they're due. Create a spreadsheet. And you could put different tabs. It's all running through my mind. I've done this a million times before. So there's something about you getting organized and really facing where you are, so you know what money you have to play with every month and what money you don't. And the reason you need to do this, because money, for a group of you, money keeps just getting very scarce very fast. And what that does to your vibration, you're doing great when you get money, and then you get, and then all of a sudden it gets bad, and then you're like, and then your vibration dips. So then that puts a wobble in your vibration, and you can't get out of that rat race trap of the lack of abundance, because you keep being up here and then going down here. But if you look at your finances and you learn to manage what you have and live within that means for like a week or two, you're going to see your finances increase exponentially. But you need to take charge of that. So it's almost like you need to get organized in your space, you need to get organized in your finances, you need to get organized in your mind and your heart. This all has to be balanced, and you don't have to be perfect at this in order for the manifestation to come in. You have to be working towards this so that you are emanating that vibration out to the universe, and then in return the universe is responding to that vibration, because you have grounded the energy with action and intention that is now matching your emotions, because you took the intended action and now you are walking with your inner being. It's important. It's like you got to learn to align those things. And honestly, for me personally, I don't know how anyone does this without being connected to their stream of consciousness. I just don't. Like, I don't. Sitting around watching a bunch of readers or watching a bunch of videos, it's not fun compared to having that personal connection with your own. So if you're somebody new and you hear me talking about these things and it doesn't make sense to you, and you would like me to make videos on that, please do. I will. But this is a spirit. I need to say this because there are some people that get confused about this. This is a spiritual channel for me. This is not about predicting the future, because in tarot, this is showing you where the energy is flowing right now, where the momentum is lying. If you want to change something, you can change that. You can amend what's happening in the cards, especially if it's minor arcana. Now, there are life plots and plans that you have in your birth chart. Those plans usually come through the form of major arcana. And if you decide through the minor arcana not to make those pivots into the direction that you want to go, that's when the tower moment comes in and the universe steps in and does it for you. And it tends to be a little painful that way compared to if you were to take the action yourself. But some people just have to crash and burn to learn, and that's okay. I've done it many, many times. So there's something about you really needing to trust your spirit team and practice. They want you to sit down in a meditation and just have a notebook and have them give you visions and then give you words. And then you write down symbols. Like, this symbol means this. This symbol means this. And they want you to start creating this communication style with them instead of running to videos all the time or cards all the time. This is about an upgrade in the energy. This is about, the cards are great. I mean, I'm not even using cards, but the cards are great, but you can be experiencing the physical bliss in your body, feeling the physical abundance in your body. You could be feeling these things, listening to these things. It's not fun when you're always hearing somebody tell you what to do. And it's not fun when somebody's always telling you these great things are going to happen and then a shit show ensues first, you know? But sometimes things have to fall apart before they get better. Did you see that angel orb just fly? This is what I'm saying, guys. They want you to know everything's going in your favor. Everything's going exactly the way that it should. But there are still things that you're learning in the process. So it's not like you're waiting on source. Source is waiting on you. That just got really deep, and all of a sudden I'm like, They want you to take some time to really figure out a schedule, organize your finances, organize your home, organize your passions. It's like organization is going to be the name of the game. And it starts day by day, bit by bit, in little 10-minute bursts. This drawer, this section of the room, this closet, this shelf of the closet, and setting out a game plan to get this done. That way you can be organized in your physical home. That way you can organize your passion projects and your whatever you're doing better. So that is your biggest advice for the week. And let me see. They want me to get you some letters. They said the letter Y is significant, so I have, wow, my gosh, I have 3 Y's here. 4. What? 5? I have 5 Y's. Why? Why me? Why hasn't the money come in yet? Why? They're not funny. Source, you're not funny. Making me do this stuff. No. Somebody here is being used as bait for something, and so I have bait, B-A-T-E right here, but they mean B-A-I-T, that type of bait, like you're being baited. They're trying, somebody's trying to bait you. So basically, trying to hook you and pull you in little by little, and it's like they think they're making progress, and then all of a sudden you're the fish that turns around and you take off. Every time, like, what happened now? I thought we were getting somewhere. And the reason that it's not working is because they're playing a game, and your energy feels that, and you're just like, you're naturally playing chess and you don't even realize that you're doing it. I have page right here. So let's say that this person's in page energy. That's why. They're in page energy. I have most together and I have fan. It's like they're your biggest fan and you don't believe it for some reason. I have bay all together. But it's bay like, going to a bay like near the ocean. That type of bay, B-A-Y. I also heard voyeurism. What? Virgo, what are you doing out there? What are you doing? No, you don't have to tell me. I really don't care. I'm just teasing. Okay. You're not taking the bait. Okay, remember the part I said where it looks like a fan and they're whatever direction they look, it's like a different thought. And there's like all these different contradictions within their mind. So they're so confused. And now I have beg here. So they're really confused. They can't figure out why you're not taking the bait, baby. They can't figure it out. And they're at the point where they're ready to beg you to go away with them for a little bit. Like, can we just go away from all of the chaos and get away and just talk? Like, not your house, not my house. Let's just go, go on vacation somewhere and just, you know, it's like somebody wants to do it that way, but they don't know how to approach you with it. And it's driving them nuts. They want to take you somewhere like near a bay. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Bay just stayed out. All right. And then I have pay that stayed out. They did tell me to say Paya. I don't know. Something along those lines. Something close to that. Okay. I'm leaving it there. I'll see you later, Virgo. Yeah. Peace and love.